If it's true what they say, knowledge is power, I must have been on low battery for years, child. No, seriously, just can I offer you a moment to sit? Grab your tea, grab your bottled water, grab whatever it is that soothes you. Because I'm about to reel you in. Go ahead and stretch them bodies out, stretch them arms out, stretch that back, stretch that neck, roll, drop them shoulders, and get into the mode, okay? Get into this homegirl energy. And let's talk about something today that might feel small, but it will blow the roof off your whole money mindset. Let me ask you something. When was the last time? Can you even remember a time that you learned something new? Just because. Not for your job, not for your work, not for the kids, just for you. Take a deep breath as you think about that. Let it go. And see, you want to bring in more money. You want to share your ideas. You want your ideas to start making more sense and bringing in more opportunities. You want your passion to feel lit again and your confidence to stop calling in sick when you need it. Then, baby, you need to learn something new. And I'm not talking about going back to college and collecting them student loan debts, everybody trying to get the tariffs off. No, I mean, take a free workshop. You can do this online. You can do one on Canva. You can take a beginner's yoga flow class and right in your living room. You know, YouTube University is the place to be. You can watch a cooking show and actually try the recipe for the family. Something light, but very intentional, you see. I remember being fresh out of the penitentiary, and you talk about feeling unqualified for life, baby. No education, no degrees, 7 year gap in my work history. And how do you explain this to interviewers? And then got children at home that you didn't raise. So I started slow, and I was fortunate. You know, I had a lot of support, a lot of blessings came my way. And one day, one of my sisters came to my house and sat with me for a few hours, teaching me how to use Canva. Okay, shout out to my big sis. And she made it so simple for me, and I knew right away I would be on this site for hours when she leave. But child, when I tell you, when she finished with me, I felt like I was somebody I could do something with these. Here I am with these writing skills, you know, and I said I'm gonna design a flyer for my friend who's having a grand opening for her salon. I did her a flyer, and it hit. It just hit, and this became like an instant hustle for me. I started doing work for different nonprofit groups and anybody I could inbox. Boom, new income stream just like that. Not because I was trying to get rich or trying to make money, but only because I was curious and willing. So that one little class with my sister gave me something that had been just totally ripped away from me, and that was my sense of belonging, my feeling satisfied in this capacity. And I felt creative again. I felt worth something, like I had some value to offer. And that's a feeling that's magnetic. Every human being has the feeling to be contributive. It's magnetic when you feel like you're contributing. And that's what I gained that day from learning that skill. And see, if you ever watched Remember we used to watch Moesha, okay? I don't know if y'all was tuning in, but that was kind of like one of my little shows. You know, I used to sit up in my bunk and watch at the end of the foot of my bed on my little TV. And Moesha, I noticed it. When she got curious about stuff, she always ended up doing it and nailing it. And she, whether it was poetry or singing or whatever it is her character was doing there, she ended up on stage and killing it just from getting curious. And see, it's not by accidents or happenstance or coincidence, but people who explore themselves attract more life. And baby, you can too, like you always do. Okay. So when you learn something new, you gotta understand this is a science, okay? Your brain is releasing dopamine. Again, that goes that word. And that's that, oh girl, we doing some chemical, okay? That's that, okay, girl, we on some. We on one. That's that feeling. And see, dopamine doesn't just make you feel good, it helps you notice more possibilities. It helps you realize. And it helps you solve more problems. And again, that's the whole secret to earning and living in wealth is solving problems, even for yourself. Not just for people in business or in life, but when you can solve your own problems, you become your God. You step into your God self. If you ever solve the problem for yourself, I have to let you know you stepped into your God self. People might get offended when you tell them that they are gods, but even Christians should know that's in the Bible. If you can solve your own problems, you stepped into your God self. And this is where you start letting the universe know we're not stuck over here. We are expanding over here. And the spirit expands. And this is how the good in life can find you, not the other way around. And I would like to share with you some ideas that you can learn quick with nothing, okay? These some things you can learn for free and learn quick. And it's just some examples of what I mean when I say learning is earning. I'm not telling you to go out there and try to become the next engineer or the next curator for diseases. But what I am telling you is to remain curious and remain open, teachable, childlike, and then you will see the wealth shining through. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to try a free Canva template and design a flyer just for the fun of it. Maybe you got a family member with a birthday coming up and shoot it to them. Say, hey, this on the house. I just learned how to make these and I wanted to share this. Okay. So next, I want you to learn a TikTok dance. You might not have TikTok, but you can pull it up on the web browser or ask your daughter. Ask your daughter. Time to robotically affirm. Can you see that? Time to affirm. Make $1,000 a day. Robotic affirmation. Thank you. Learn a TikTok dance. Ask your niece, yes, honey, it's time to shake some, move around, stop being so serious all the time, and let the body know I'm learning something. My body is moving in ways it never have. I want you to take a community cooking class. Often they be offering these at the library, maybe at your local community center, maybe even your church, or try to take a private cooking class. Next, you could try to learn some yoga on a YouTube series. And I just recently found a series called, I think, Inflow, where this young lady does an 8-minute morning yoga. It feels so good to just stretch their body and move the muscles that barely get moved during the day. Next, I want you to visit a local chapter or help center. You remember Weezy and Jefferson used to be at the help center all the time, helping everybody. Follow up in there if you got one and sign up for something free. A free sewing class, a free acting class. Next, I want you to see if you have any interest in taking a photography walk. Not for Instagram, but for you. Not for Facebook, but for you, for your personal inspiration. Take a photography walk. Next, I want you to try your hand at writing a poem. Write a poem to yourself and read it out loud. Even if it's bad, enjoy it for yourself. If you dare, have a glass of wine when you read it to yourself. Or a cup of tea, cup of coffee. Do something where you feel indulgent. Write yourself a poem by candlelight. Read it to yourself. Then I also want to suggest that you watch a documentary on something. I don't know, something that might not even interest you. Something random, totally off the wall. Maybe something about growing mushrooms, growing lavender, or something about the cosmos, or a documentary about outer space. Just the idea of inquiring new information into the body is healing, and healing is healing her. And in healing her, you letting her live longer, stronger. And that's the you that's going to bring in the bag. So now that you got that down, I have made it clear. I'm going to always leave a worksheet from now on so you can map this stuff out. It's going to be right in the description. And this one is called Learn to Earn. This is a self-worth activation journal. And you can just copy and paste it right below here in the description. Use it, okay? Homegirl, fill it in and start reawakening that part of you that wants more. That desires to know more. To step out of this bliss of ignorance. You don't have to chase money. You just get curious again. You just get intuitive again. Money will find you. Now, once you finish this, you need to slide right over to my next video where I give you my self survival story. Go ahead and check that out so that you might feel that inspiration in there, and you can start to bring out your self-worth, bring out your gifts, and learn why you are the most valuable asset here. And I'll see you over there in the next video.